Welcome to EVE Online, I'm Major Freak. Well, welcome to EVE Singularity. I'm testing how many implants I can rip out and still be cap stable using a certain drug. It's Mind Flood. This one I've ripped out 2 Genolution and consumed a standard Mind Flood. And it's got capacitor modifier plus 10%. Barely, I'm not cap stable at all. 7 minutes is nothing, so yeah. Not cutting it, so definitely hope, I know that improved Mind Flood will work. So this one's on improved Mind Flood, plus 15% max capacitor, and it helps, of course, when you have that for regeneration as well. So there you go, that's cap stable. I'm also staggering my activations. All these modules are 10 seconds each, including the afterburner, the oversized micro warp drive. Of course, I might as well remember to put... I think the main thing I like about a macro keyboard is that I can control lag better. Activating your modules when you're not sure you've clicked it properly and you can't see the activation cycle yet because of lag, whether client side or server side, or I have no idea. It's a wonderful treat. I've got one set up to just stagger it, so I just... See, I'll show you what happens if I try to do it manually, and watch, it won't lag out on me at all. So it's 10 seconds, so I'll do one every, so I'll hit that and wait 2.5, that'll be a quarter, 2.5, that'll be half, and 2.5. So I've got to time it, but it's, I don't tell time, nobody can, but, well, unless you're a robot. But I just watch for the cycle time. When it goes to quarter, and half, and 3/4, I'll click on the next one, right? But the problem is that sometimes you just can't see it activate. Yeah, see? It's really difficult to get a good grasp on it. So that's why that's the main reason I use delayed macro keys. Or any macro key on a keyboard, in fact. It's just, it's the activations that drive me absolutely bonkers. When you're trying to time it right and the system just isn't cooperating with you, that's when the game feels unfun. So just adding that extra layer of help for myself to get past. And it's not like super quick. It's not giving me an unreasonable advantage over other players. And this isn't helping me, quote unquote, gain an item or anything in the game. It's just quality of life, so I am not super frustrated playing this game, dealing with the lag, and especially with these multiple clients. Alright, so lag, I mean, sorry, the capacitor, the capacitor lag, the capacitor regeneration isn't good enough for there. I didn't rip out anything, but I used a standard Mind Flood. Didn't cut it, actually. It came close. Look at that. It came close to being cap stable, but isn't. This one, nothing's ripped out, but I've used an improved. That's really great. Cap stability, awesome. And this one, with these ripped out and an improved Mind Flood, I have cap stability of 0.3. Now, if an Ashimu happened to land close enough to get some nuding on me, or nossing, I haven't spawned a bunch of those yet, but that'd be kind of scary. I'm hoping that this will not drain me completely and I cap out completely. That would be bad. In which case I just warp off everybody and wait till the Ashimu fleet, the defense fleet, despawned. It takes about 15 minutes. You gotta let them all aggress on you. Well, yeah, obviously by the time the Ashimu lands something on you, everything's gonna be pretty much aggressed. So as long as you get the red flashy on them, You can warp off, wait 15 minutes, they'll despawn. If you don't get that, if you warp off immediately, they'll hang around for a very long time. So always note that in trying to re-roll the total RNG respawn. So that's where I'm coming from. This enables, if I rip out 2 of these, this enables me to put in hydra implants, beta and gamma slot 2 and 3. The slot 5 is what is it? It's $500 million. Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna wait on getting that one till much later, but it's going to give me a very nice range. As you can see, I've got 254 on Major Freak and Hereticus. Heavy assault cruisers on this one, and I think missile projection on this one. So in less than a day, in a day, I'll have to be patient, I'll be able to test the range on this, which is super exciting. I want to see if I can pause that FOB and see how much damage I do, see if I can kill it before it repairs using 4 clients. If I can just almost kill it before it repairs, that means I'll have to wait till my 5th client trains up, and that'll take a while. Yes, it pretty much goes that Minor Freak's got the most skill points, 2nd most, 3rd most, 4th most, 5th most, 6th most. So yeah, I mean, I don't buy my clients, I just train them from scratch, so takes a while. And I don't inject. I do plex every once in a while because basically I'm doing too much experimentation. I just need to invest, and I pay for my subscriptions as well. I don't like the grind. It feels like working, you know. I'd rather pay to pretend I'm working in outer space instead of working out of space to pay for my out-of-game expenses. It's just like working for what is it, $2 an hour, 50 cents an hour? I forget that. It's like what? Yeah, so I don't like thinking that way. Maybe in the future, but that's, you know, that especially something if you're in nullsec and no, don't get me started on nullsec, but yeah. Anyway, so that's macro keys, paying for a subscription, plex, injecting, I don't do. Yeah, and this we're at. It's a nice system. I like the fit I have on this so far. I don't think it needs any changing. I might run into a problem where I simply, I just need the range. The missile range is key because if you're firing at something and it claims to have a distance of 272, it's not. If you're counting on hitting that range, you're very rarely going to hit. If you look at the logs of the combat hits, you'll, like 25%, 15% of the time, you'll get a hit, and you're like, what happened to the others? It's because they're zigging and zagging, the missiles, and that lowers, you know, that they're just not going to connect with the target. So to that end, you absolutely need range, and the range of the newt is 262. You make a bookmark of 264 without using a pod. You get in there, and a commenter said, oh, yeah, he's a regular troll. I don't publish his comments, but it's like, you don't watch my videos, do you? Or if he does, he's just being a jerk. But yeah, you get in to 264, do you bookmark it there? The deviation is 2.5 kilometers. You land inside by accident its range for newting. You're going to be doing orbit at range and hitting your micro warp drive and getting outside of the range just by the fact of orbiting at speed at that distance. You're going to be orbiting further than that. So that's the plan. But the thing is, if you've got 264 you're starting at and you start orbiting and you're going max speed, you can get up to 280 kilometers. So I thought I had a leeway in the past, but I literally do not. There's such a thin margin of error that I just couldn't, it was just too difficult. And the risks was just, if you lagged out just a few seconds, or you just got a bad spawn, or you just got unlucky with a bunch of couriers just landing on you and landing a bunch of webs, and it was it was just, the management of it was just too difficult. So I was like, okay, I need to rethink my fit. So that's what I did, and previous video talked about that, so I don't need to go into that. So here we go. We're actually gonna stop this video because I'm running out of... What do you think? Oh yeah, that's... Well, 37 and improved mine flood agency. You can't consume that, but it's got 7 minutes left. And improved mine flood. Consume and consume. Yeah, I tried to go with standard, but yeah, it's not going to cut it at all. And since we'll be using this, I'll be using this as a technique against low-sec sotiyo, the payoff is enormous. So I don't, yeah, there's no worries about me making this worthwhile, of course. If I can kill a sotiyo in half an hour, that would be worth the risk. Especially if somebody was just waiting till I popped it and then, spawned and scooped the loot. Kind of sucked. But at least I'd have the satisfaction of knowing I could do it. And half an hour is pretty good. So I might get lucky finding one. Yeah, and then go at it. But this is me testing it out. And how many minutes so I got? I got 6 minutes. 12 minutes. 6 minutes. And... okay. So let's warp in. Actually, wait a minute. Let's get sneaky on this. Eject. And the trick to preventing somebody from stealing your ship is just to target it with somebody, and then only the owner can board it. Alright, so let's get to 267 and get a 264 bookmark. Or 264.5. We could probably get away with eyeballing that. And approach. Get rid of this. Move. Be 264.5 kilometers. 64, and I figure at about now. Yeah, what do you think? Maybe that was kind of a wee bit close to, but we'll go for it. We will try that out. Now, if it goes 2.5 closer, that means you're in on, say, 262. So we were, yeah, so we're definitely having a chance of getting inside that 262 kilometer range. And I'm pretty sure the 262 goes to all the way barely to 263 kilometers. Alright. Let's do this. And pre-overheat with a macro. I could use a single key, but I like having macro keys because it gives you extra keys, extra hotkeys you can press without worrying about. All right, so orbit, current, F8. I almost pressed F9. God. And G1 macro key. We'll turn on our... and turn off G3. Turn off my overheat. Come on. Overheat. There we go. Ah, okay, it wasn't... Yeah, I think other times in the past, I've like the last day or so, I've had problems getting that overheat turned off, so... Alright, 3 couriers. This could be the battleships. This is going to be interesting. Nope. Yes? No? What's going on? Hello? Ah, here we go. Battleship, battleship. And... so the 2 augers are the ones that been warping in and off, and that 1 auger is the one that's going for the Balgorn. Okay. And of course all I have to worry about is the couriers. Now I won't have to worry too much because the sniper Balgorn is... well, I've actually never tried it. With the oversized micro warp drive, it might be able to tag me. Let's see. Well, so far so good. Okay, I've got 2 minutes left on my Mind Flood booster. Got to keep an eye on that. So I'll just watch this Balgorn and see what he does. So far I'm feeling really good about this. My overheat is off. Just gonna microfocus. Okay, so here it comes. It's trying to warp in at 100. So it'll target, and it'll fire, but then it'll realize it's got a microburst again. I mean starburst again. Pretty soon. When does it decide to stop targeting me? What, 250? What do you think? Yeah, 250. So at 250 it goes, oh, so it's got 2 shots at me. Okay, so this is going to be absolutely no problem whatsoever. Yeah, it's just not. The only way, yeah, it's just... the only way it would get lucky is if it randomly decided to warp in ahead of me. And I'm not even sure... like, it wants to warp in at 100. It'll starburst away and then warp in at 100. But which, you know, which side? Does it always go behind me? Does it always want to starburst in behind me? That doesn't seem logical. 8 seconds for a Mind Flood. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Consume. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, just is behind me. That's bizarre. Okay, so we've got 6 minutes on that, 21 seconds on that, and I'll open... oh, that's good. I can ignore that one. 15 seconds for you. And I don't want to forget it, so... I tend to be pretty derpy. Less than 1 second, a short amount of time, and wait till it goes off, then I can consume. There, okay. And you got 5 minutes. 264, warp 2, let's do this. Pre-overheated, and my modules are activated. Select, look at, and orbit at current, F8, not F9, And off we go. So let's see, how many cycles do I need before I get up to speed? So 1 cycle, 2 cycles. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's do it now. Confirming that it is off. There we go. So yeah, 2 cycles. So once it passed the first cycle, just turn off your overheat. Yeah. Ace. It's easy enough. And of course I have range of 293. Pretty awesome, huh? Yeah. With the hydras, I'll probably get over 300, so I'll need to dedicate one of my, probably my 6 ult to training up a command dessie, so she can boost and keep up with my guys. I'll anchor it up on her. And I could do that because she'd be more nimble, be able to control the orbit where they are, have to have everybody on the same speed dial, so I'd have to get Major Freak up to snuff on the navigation skills. But yeah. Overheat, pre-overheated, warping 2. There we go. And out of warp, whoops, out of warp, orbit, current, 261, eh? So 261, and we'll hit F8, and by the time it's able to target me, if it decides to, I'll be past 262, 260. Oh! Uh-oh. Now I'm getting... That's a Kur. So Kur nosses me. Interesting. Okay, so I'm 263. Good. I'm out of its range. It just targeted me. So that's good. Bit uncomfortable how quickly that happened, but I'm past... I'm still overheating because I need to. But I should... There are there 2 on me? So this is going to be really uncomfortable. 3 on me. Uh-oh. How fast are they going? Oh, they're going faster than me. But they switch targets. Isn't that interesting? So they decided they're bored of me and they're going to switch targets. So I was lucky, but that's what can happen. So now I turn off my overheat. Whoa, close. And now I'm up to speed and they won't be able to get me. But yeah, that is probably how I ran into trouble before with Major Freak. I think it was part of the last video. Not sure. Anyways, there we go. Let's check 1 minute on that. Alright. So we're happy. Everything's good. Okay. 1 minute on that. 43. Close that one out. And let's start. Press L. My favorite recent addition to the game. Pre-overheated. Focus. And we go. So this is a good video, showing everything. And of course, my computer will probably refuse to record it properly. 265, so out of range of the nuding. Let's hit F8 and press the combat tab to see what's going on. And get ready to turn off overheating. So it, as you can see, nothing else has spawned, which is so bizarre. I'm just used to, those are the 2 randoms that keep warping in and out. I'm so used to them increasing their spawn. So, sorry, I don't have an answer for that. I really don't know. I'm not used to it. See, the only assumption I can make is that they're spawning the defense fleet based on what's on grid. Maybe? Because I'm used to if you warp in again with another person, they'll spawn a reinforcement couple of ships on you, but I don't see that happening, which is so bizarre. Yeah, I just can't explain it. But I'm just gonna put it down to a bug of some kind. That'll get resolved or something. I just won't depend on that to make an announcement of any change, because, yeah, CCP, right? So target log it, and I can ignore you now. All right. So better consume my improved, because I'll run out of cap real soon. There we go. All right. Good to go. So, this is going to be a test of... Better check my overheat. Yeah, it's off. Just panicky moment there. So I've got 274. It's 275. I won't be able to hit it. This is why I need the skill. So I won't be able to hit with 2. And of course, I'll pretty much end the video now, because I've done what I needed to do. And I've shown this last video where I shot at the FOB for a while and got it to pause, but it would just keep repairing. So yeah, it's got, if I can kill it or almost kill it using 4 in half, or before it repairs, because it's pausing a bit. So before it repairs, if we can get it to almost die using 4 of them, that would be awesome. It'd probably take 45 minutes, I'm guessing. Yeah. Anyways, successful test. Really excited about that. And about the new hydra implants, and that I could put 2 of them in there. So we'll definitely check the range there. Look into command dessies, but that's for next time, or next... God, when I actually go back and play the game on tranquility. Get some in-game income. All right.